Welcome everybody, we are starting into our ESO housing hike. This is showcasing creative player houses in The Elder Scrolls Online. I'm J.R. Ellis, I'll be your tour guide as we visit a bunch of homes right now on the PCNA server. This is something I stream live each week at twitch.tv/JREllis. You're always welcome to join during the live stream. I have chat here, they're going to be spamming emotes and having fun getting giveaways. Or if you're watching on the YouTube VOD, if you could please subscribe, that helps a lot. No particular theme to this housing hike. We'll go and get some decoration inspiration, see some of the cool things you can do with the houses and the furnishings. With a little bit of creativity and design, you can do amazing things, infinite possibilities. So here we go. We are starting with Ali Toop's home here, Ravenhurst. Been to several of Ali Toop's homes before. Always amazing. Does a lot with cobbling textures together, getting really creative with the furnishings. So we have a beautiful garden to start. So Ravenhurst, I think, just has the one interior. So they kind of done a mock courtyard here. With a little bunny and the plants. Is very colorful. Love all the colors going on. And a little bunny hopping around. Got places to be. And we have Mara. Okay, beautiful atmosphere. We do hear some music boxes. Ooh, we have an amazing custom shelving unit, a cabinet. That's really cool. It's actually multiple furnishings put together. I think there's a vampiric wardrobe somewhere in there, a mirror, a trunk. Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
Housing hype, great start.
V, hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Super appreciate the support. Love these windows too. Just kind of overlapping some of these hangers. And kind of can imagine that being just a nice clean glass window there. If that's what they're going for. It could be no window, but just very nice look. And you have all the wildlife out there, like the little fawn. Oh, it's cute, cute. Ah! Oh, I got its attention. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love this kitchen. What makes me laugh is I just see the textures here, and I can tell exactly what it is. It's a Seat of the Snow Prince from Western Skyrim from the Antiquity system. But it has kind of this unique texture to it, and so going with a theme for your kitchen. So these are all chairs. They're not cabinets, they're chairs, and some of them might be like twisted or upside down here, and just kind of layering them all together. Fantastic, fantastic, and it looks great, and it all ties together. We have a custom, and then they used some sort of vase or something to make the handles here. Let me see. I might not be able to isolate it with the add-on I have. But look, we have a custom sink too with water controls, hot water, cold water. Great, great, great. Using some poison bottles for that. Even just changing the top of this cabinet a little bit, sinking some Eleanor like side tables down into that. Okay, awesome, awesome. Gives it this more modern kind of granite countertop look. Great, great, great. we have more of these over here. Okay, so we have kind of like a stovetop with all of our ingredients, or a timer up above. More modern kitchen, right? Okay, let's keep exploring this. Let's see, where am I going? To a bathroom with a sink. Lovely. Again, you have just some tops of some bottles sunk into there, so that you have the controls. Or we have a lovely shower here. Ooh, that's clever. So they use a alchemy bottle. Kind of has these little prongy things. Kind of looks like it could be a shower head. Awesome, awesome. Using a sarcophagus for the tub. whatever works. Very versatile. I like how they covered up the windows here, just with the Ravenhurst, with maybe it'd be a little too much light there. They're pretty bright windows there. Just covering them up with the reeds, with the bathroom, a bit more privacy. Totally makes sense. Custom cabinets here in the corner, stacking them up. Perfect, perfect. Alex Hoops is just amazing with these textures, using lots of these Red Guard counters as well, just to make this wall. Changing the textures up. It looks so natural, too. Like, it's just perfect. Okay, and we do have a courtyard. Oh, I'll have to go and see what they've done with that then, too. I'll go upstairs. Lovely, bright bedroom. Might be the wrong time of day for the stained glass window to be activated. I don't know if that would make this too colorful in here, but it's probably intended to be seen with that. So maybe not getting quite the full experience here, but you can kind of imagine. Okay, great. Let's go. Everyone says, love that wall divider. Yeah, just breaking this up entirely is very clever. Okay, out into the courtyard, or is there's not a basement, right? Okay. And out back here we have, just kind of taking it in. Seem to have a gardening shed. Awesome. Now let me check that out first. Love how open it is and how it's full of color. Vibrant garden. Maybe have your like mulch and fertilizers and things like that in here. I don't know, it feels very, like, clean, like a workspace nearly. Maybe they prep some of their... Maybe they pick things from the garden and grind them up here and turn them into, like, healing potions and stuff like that, too. Could be a bit of a workshop. He says you need to up your housing game. No, that's fine. I mean... They're always adding new furnishings and whatnot, and people can get really creative with how they incorporate them. And then, hopefully, you can kind of see the sorts of things you can do and try to incorporate them into your own home. Love the crystals in the garden shed. Why every home garden store have shiny glass stuff for the garden? Oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me, too. We need gnomes. I have little gnomes out here. Lovely space for the horse. With the character pathing, trotting around. Death hybrid with follow. Thank you. Welcome to the housing hike. Just starting on PCNA. Like how they frame that a little bit. Get a good view of the place. The water. Yeah, these homes are always embedded within the zone that they're in, and so you can actually look outside of the home boundaries. And if you build up high enough, you can actually see out pretty far. Like right here, I had to build up to it, but we can see all the beautiful water. Very relaxing feel. Really fits the nice, relaxing feel of this home. Yeah, so garden goblins, maybe, or Nyx head statues. Yeah, we could get some devious little things. Gnomes. They could totally statuify. This is totally off topic. Totally statuify some of the weird pets and critters and, like, add them to the ESO Plus monthly giveaways, right? Kind of like how they did this with statuettes. Anyway, thank you, Ali Toops. Amazing. Love the creativity on this. Great look. Okay, we'll continue along. We have 4 more homes to visit today on PCNA. And we'll keep going along. We'll see something completely different as we continue along. Bethany Catherine has an ample domicile. They say that it is all custom, and this has been a labor of love to put this together. So we'll go and see what they put here. Hopefully you love it. And 400 out of 400 items. I always like that. I always like to think about the sacrifices people have to make, where they fill out the house and they're like, "Oh, dang, I need to still decorate this. I'll have to go and take this out." Oh well. We have it's very active. I'm trying to figure out what we have. It feels like an alchemy shop. That's my first impression. It's very colorful with a lot of plants, flowing water could keep the plants alive. We'll see if that's close. I like how there's a sea monster in this lovely little canal. It might be a statue, or it might actually be a sea monster. I like to think it's actually a sea monster. Okay, we have... Okay, so we have... Maybe they just really like the colorful plants. So we have, like, a breakfast cooking nook here. Library. Oh, it's an aquarium. Oh, that's... Okay, that's different. I saw the guar. It felt more garden-y to me. But it's more like an actual guar statue in an aquarium. Kind of like how you might have a... I don't know, like a dragon skull or something in an aquarium, right? Big golden guar in there makes sense. Okay, so we have an aquarium. Very colorful. Can I sit here? I want to sit on this custom bench. I can't sit there. That's okay. So cozy here. I'm loving it. And colorful. We have the skooma. We have the lovely shower, waterfall, bath. Okay, I'm on camera. Beautiful, beautiful. Go and have a soak. Get clean. Well, this is ample domicile. We're actually outside, which I totally forgot about. Like, just... Because we're in here, right? And it feels like it's part of a decorated house, right? You come in here and it's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely inside of a house. And then it's like, you realize you're actually out in the courtyard. Because they made all the walls and everything. Okay, and we have the lovely bath area, and let's keep looking. Like how we have guardrails here. Even the view going up is decorated with all the plants going up, up, up. We have lizards. We have beautiful bed. Bringing you some tea. You can add as much sugar as you like. This home has like this very colorful busyness to it, kind of like all of these things that you've gathered over the years, everything that's dear and precious to you. I have that too. Like I have like a whole bookcase full of stuff over here that you can't see. It's full of like little trinkety things and books and games and whatnot. And then I kind of adopted this more minimalist approach several years ago, where it's like, well, anything I buy is going to take up space. So I haven't really been buying any fun things for years. Oh no, I should buy more fun stuff. Should buy another bookcase. Put it like right there and fill it full of fun stuff. Maybe that'd be a good idea. Shelves and storage space. They're great. Filled with all these memories. Oh, we have this. Oh, I love this. How they did it with some rocks, just like these blocks. They kind of have a scaffolding going down to support the structure. So adding this little balcony. Very pretty here. I got an amazing view of the area too. Buy more fun stuff. I know I need to. Well. Okay, and beautiful bath area. Everything's so vibrant here. No, I haven't really been able to indulge on much lately anyway. Let's see, I think that will pretty well do it. So I love how this is structured. Just kind of thinking about how this has probably been added to over time. Customizing the space, adding these little stairways and everything. Really changing the textures. I think that's something I just maybe really easy to overlook, like with the reeds on the floor and the carpets and everything. Okay, beautiful space, and I think that will do it, unless if there were any secret paths. This was Bethany Catherine's ample domicile. Fun place. Lovely clutter. Yeah, the clutter is great. Okay, and we'll keep moving along. Beautiful, beautiful. Ba, ba, ba. Jacqueline says, I decided to sort my furnishings so I could find it all, and then just began decorating all the small homes. Yeah, it can be tricky. End up with a lot of furnishings the longer you play, right? Okay, continuing along. Thank you, Bethany Catherine. We're going to go to Lady Drifter's Stillwaters. They say they have something that's cozy and custom. Let's see what that means. Have feather. This is blocked off. I think this is just to indicate that there's not really anything in here, so we'll keep going along. I like how they have this as a nice centerpiece, so breaking it up so it's not so cold on our journey to whatever is out here. Or maybe that's the entirety of their build. Okay, outside, out on the ice, we have islands of trees. Of some sort. Any secrets out here? I think there's something over this way, or over this way. We have a stable at least. Keeping all of the animals warm and out of the snow. And a little custom place here. What's here? It is the home. This might be it. No, it's cozy. Maybe this would be for the stable master, or maybe this is actually just the home. I think there's a little bit more than this, so looks nice. Kind of back to basics type of stuff. Nice and cozy. Aha! They do have another custom structure. Bigger home. Ooh. More colorful. A little bit more robust. Lots of wood stored up for the cold winter. Zoe Stone says, storage homes become a must, and they're usually the ones that don't... Oh yeah. I usually start with, like, the notable houses for storage, because they have the most space for furnishings. Anyway, now storage house, we have a beautiful, custom, cozy structure, with all the paintings and tapestries. It's, like, so colorful compared to the stark cold that is outside. So a little bit of warmth just from the paintings here. Or from the beautiful hot meals. Really digging this custom cooking area. Great way of getting the exhaust out. Using multiple of these dwarven and clockwork furnishings. Great. Ba-ba-ba. And something secret back here. Maybe a bedroom? Aha! Yeah, nice and cozy here. Have all the wood, rustic feel going on with it. Kind of very much fits the feel of being in the forest, in the ice. Wouldn't want the building to be too large, because that's just more space to heat up. Aha, we have something hidden in this coffer that I totally didn't see. we have... What do we have hidden in the coffer? We have... Could be anything. Could be... Oh, I didn't actually see that. A crystal and a die. Yay! Fun things. No peeking. It was already that way. I didn't see the die, though. Lucky. Weighted die. It was a 6. Oh, we even have a view of the garden. Called a garden. Very iced over. Okay, we'll go... I think back outside and just kind of take in the view here. So, completely custom structure out here on the ice. Fantastic. Might be a few things about... They did customize the trees and whatnot with these kind of more icy looking mushrooms. A bit more frigid. We do have a lantern going to the cave, so that would indicate there's probably something this way, right? Gotta be a secret? Secret crafting den. Guarded by a lion. If you craft it the wrong trait or the wrong level, you'll get eaten by the lion. Oh no! Doomed. Again, we have a nice vent here for the blacksmithing area. Okay, cool, cool, cool. A bit more active. Using multiple furnishings, layering those together to make that pipe. Very warm in here. I wasn't really expecting it. It's a little bit of like a little private crafting corner here. Very colorful. And while you're crafting, you're protected by the lion. You could even close the gate, and if you don't want any visitors coming here, turn off the permissions so they can't open the gate, and then you can just craft in peace. maybe not a bad idea. People can go explore your house while you sit here and make a bunch of furnishings, or potions, or glyphs or whatever. Okay, I think that will pretty well do it. The rest of it is just kind of adding trees and whatnot here and there. Oh, we do have a little polar bear plunge pool here. I feel like this would be cold. Maybe it's supposed to be a hot spring. I just feel like it would be cold. At least you can get clean and freeze. Mostly freeze. Maybe it's a hot spring. I don't... No, there is some... Did they add steam? There's a little plume of something there. I think there's some steam. No, they did add something. I see what there is a hot tub. Okay, or like a hot spring. They added like a dwarven end. It's very subtle. By the way, they actually are adding with Waking Flame some a steam furnishing. That would be kind of cool. I think they added like a boiler engine dwarven furnishing down there, and the steam is kind of poking up a little bit. Okay, so it's nice and warm. Get out of the cold. The only problem here is that you'll get nice and toasty and relaxed, and then you have to go out into the snow and book it straight across the ice to the cabin over here, or to the stable. Okay, good deal. Okay, a little bit more of a subtle steam effect going on with that. Okay. Thank you, Lady Drifter. We have 2 homes to go tonight for our PCNA housing hike. 2 homes from Swankery. I love Swankery style. We'll go see a couple houses. Captain Marco's place from Swankery. I have gone to several of Swankery's homes before. Swankery used to help judge my quick build contest. Amazing. Oh, we have people here. I think everybody likes this house. Okay. And then Swankery often does these amazing, very modern looking homes. I actually showcased some of them for the World Plays ESO stream before. I didn't get to this one, but I wanted to show it off here during the housing hike. We have Captain Marco's place. It's just this one room, and you start to look around, right? And you start to see how crazy retextured all of this is. All the walls are done differently. They have these different kind of artistically laid out minimalist art on the wall and custom hanging lights and everything. So just kind of taking it all in, and then let's go ahead and look at everything one piece at a time here. Okay, so, well, where to start? We have a custom rug. we have even though the door here has been changed up with this Merkmeyer cabinet. Gosh, I mean, where to left to right, right to left. Let's start with this wall. Let me go ahead and sign this guest journal so it gets out of the way. Central housing tools. Okay, where to look at first? Just these nice lines and the artsiness of it. Multiple fountains there. I'm breaking this up. Very clever, using some of those Merkmeyer platforms. Never really thought about using them as a square pattern, because normally they're angled in such a way it's more of like a diamond pattern, but you angle the whole platform up and then it's a nice square platform up on the wall. That's really, I don't know how Swankery thinks about these things. It's crazy how Swankery can come up with these sorts of things. Retexturing the walls, adding a carpet up on the wall. I think that's a big solitude carpet. It just softens the texture of this place up. This is Captain Margot's place, so it's going to be a lot of big wooden beams by default. This definitely gives it this more modern feel. And then using things like some of these totems, I think these were from a furnishing bundle. They have a lot of color from them. You change up the texture behind it, and it's kind of smaller textures with the carpet fabric, and then that makes the colors from these totems pop that much more. So if it were big wooden beams behind here, these just wouldn't pop off of it as much. Maybe that's hard to describe. Hopefully that makes sense. Just breaking up the textures there. Changing up the walls. It's fantastic. Big custom bench here. Putting in these little statues and everything just so that you get a little bit of the feel. This is definitely this weird modern Argonian home is what this really is. It has the reeds, it has the Merkmeyer furnishings, it has the totems and everything. And I guess when you think of Argonian architecture, this is like about like the furthest from that you would think of, right? So Swankery just like envisioning this, like, okay, modern Argonian, what are they going to do? They're not just going to have a mud hut, which is most of what you see as you go around Tamriel, right? Wait, Swankery, are you? I don't know if Swankery is watching. Swankery may or may not be watching. Lighting is fabulous. Yeah, the lighting is great. Lighting is really key for housing. Houses can be pretty dark, or you might put furnishings in there, but they don't really pop and glow unless if you light them up, so that makes the colors pop here. The floor here is one of those solitude floors too, so that's been all retextured as well. Pretty well everything has been. Can I sit here and have tea? I'm kind of wondering if this is functional. It might not be. That would be a miracle. Unfortunately, no. Custom fireplace, more modern fireplace with the candles there, very artsy. Using some. I recognize these because somebody had used these as some wooden toy blocks in my Pilgrim's Rest contest. Is that the right one? I think so. Stacking those up. So in this case, just kind of using the kind of plus sign shape of this and layering them together to fill it in and get this just amazing abstract art up on the wall. Maybe it's supposed to look like something. Maybe see a couple dancing, or a frolicking Argonian, or maybe it says abstract. Oh, you are here. Swankery. I'm just enjoying it. Let me know if I mess up anything. Okay, beautiful. Lovely mantle here. I like how there's just like a lot of like the plus sign from that's prevalent throughout the abstract art is also down here with the bottom of that, like a totem or the bottom of a pedestal. Maybe what it is. Maybe. Yeah, I might not be able to identify it. It's okay. Yeah, so a lot of parallels throughout this. Okay, beautiful. Argonian abstract, definitely. Yes. And then we have more Argonian art up on the wall. Good way of displaying a rare Argonian book, or having a little Sithis statues up on the wall in a very tasteful way. A little blocky art. That's really clever. It kind of reminds me about how I've seen people use like the backs of the trophies, because they kind of have this kind of octagon shape, and you can use them as like storefront, so you can like have a shop and like have like a book embedded in it, or like a tea kettle embedded in it, and kind of like display like what the shop is about. Kind of reminds me of that. So this seems like a good idea, just kind of like having the wood texture to kind of break it up and display things and make it look like a framed art thing. Can be dancers. Okay, I'll go with those being Argonian dancers. Perfect. Little turtles here. Oh, they're like so expensive to craft, but they look adorable there. I I have a not fun. I have a weird thing. Way back, way back. I would go to the Dollar Tree, like, religiously, like, when I was, like, in high school and past that. They had these amazing little soapstone turtles and owls and frogs, and I bought, like, 50 of them. And they're in a box in my parents' house. I don't know. That's probably a big burden for them. Anyway, I wish I had brought some here. A couple thousand miles away. Anyway, it's fine. It reminds me of those because they're super cute. Anyway, a random tangent. I like the little cute things there. Speaking of fun things, we're adding the Eleanor Wood. I think it's either Eleanor or vampiric, or is that solitude? Oh no, they have a lot of good wooden textures nowadays, don't they? With nice big kind of relief sculpture there. Changes up the textures and again kind of makes these pop. So the interesting thing about this kind of relief statue is all of this would be, all the details in here would kind of blend into the background with the stonework here, but putting the wood in there because it has 3 dimensions to it, and so all of the relief is then popped out of this. So it really changes this up, and it's like this interesting, more modern, mixed medium art piece, which makes it a little bit more fancy. So, super clever. Hoard. I used to hoard. See, I used to hoard more things. Fun things. I don't know. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Okay, Swankery, I love this place. Oh, I managed to lull Hellcat's kitten to sleep. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. All right, this little custom coffee table too. It's using a little Markmire platforms or pedestals there or something. It's using lily pads. No, it's not. I can't isolate that. I'm trying to use Essential Housing Tools. It has this point and click identifier thing, but sometimes things get in the way. Swankery. Amazing. I didn't even look at these lights in detail. So we have a little hanging. So that's actually really clever because we have the rope, which is one furnishing. We have the salt rice bowl, which is another furnishing. And then somehow in there you've embedded a tiny little candle or something. Okay. Getting clever with how you're hiding that. Our little solitude metal thing over this way, again with tiny little candle in it. It's great. It's great. Okay, I think they are an argonian pedestal. Okay, beautiful. Swankery, the lovely modern argonian abode. Okay, I have one more home from Swankery to wrap up on, and then we'll wrap up for today. Okay. I love Swankery's creativity. Just thinking about how to make something fresh out of the furnishings that we're given to work with. I mean, it's a labor of love to go and, collect all the necessary components for these too. Okay, so that's blocked off, so it must not be that way. I'll try going this way. There's something out on the water. We have a custom building. I'm just going to make sure there's nothing over that way. Okay, I think it's going to be all this way. We have, I see a pool. I see. So all this is custom built. Everything out on the water has been added. Except for like that big rock. Okay. So yes, this is all custom built. Rooftop garden of some sort. Okay, so we'll get closer here and look at this. All custom made. Again, layering textures together instead of just using one of these tribunal pieces. Kind of flip-flopping them up there kind of ends up looking like a custom shutter, or it could just be texture up on the wall. Lovely, cozy bench. I think these are some Wood Elf furnishings, right? They have that leather surface. I think they don't get used a lot. I think Wood Elf furnishings just have like a... They're just underutilized. The Wood Elves in Tamriel don't have a lot of style housing sense, because the houses are very basic for the most part. So, but if you isolate the textures like the leather top on this, then it looks like super comfy, right? Anyway, giving good ripping Wood Elves a bit. Wish there were more styles with Wood Elf furnishings. That's true. They don't have a lot. Where to go? I'll just go, and if I miss anything, I'll come back. Wall art. A couple of feathers. This might... it could be a clock. I don't think it's a clock, though. I think it's just wall art, which I'm totally down with. This might mostly be... I don't know. I don't know if it has a particular theme. It's definitely mixing a lot of different styles. Probably just looking at different textures on these and figuring out what works well. So, I'm super digging these little tiny turtle end tables being used as these lanterns. That's so clever. Tyrannical Lord with Follow, thank you. Yeah, a Dreamcatcher type of... Yeah, it does kind of feel like that. So, I've tried to point things like this out before, where sometimes, like these end tables, you can kind of see through them a little bit, but for the most part, you wouldn't ever really want to hide anything in there. But putting a light source in there, you don't necessarily need to see the light source, but having the light bleed through is fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen something like this before. It makes me think about other furnishings that kind of have that, it might have the capacity for something like this. But then again, just putting two of them together. Upside down table. You have to really think creatively to make that work. I like how these are actually cemented. That's not the word. Into the frame. Instead of just having the pole hanging down, it does have a loaf pan just for some extra support, like structural support. That I kind of like that. This has like a little subtle detail. Anyway, Swine Grey is all about them details, and I super appreciate it. I always am just like overjoyed touring these houses and seeing like all the thought that goes into this. Oh, I haven't even like explored anything. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to go across this. Nice, dry, deserty flower arrangement type of field there. I can't hop to save my life, apparently. I'll just miss every single one. Let's get over here. Lovely pool. Breaking up the water, so, I mean, the Hunding's Palatial Hall here comes with a lot of water out there, right? If you kind of isolate some of it, maybe put a different texture under it, like the Eleanor marble here, then it just... Instead of, like, peering into the abyss, it really, you realize it's pretty see-through. So, feels like a nice clean pool here. Perfect. And we can go sunbathing. Fantastic. I'll actually be touring some summer-themed homes tomorrow from the Aetherius Art Guild on EU. Definitely reminds me of that. Love how these are layered together, using like the argonian hamper there, just to add a little bit of a soft pillow texture. Swankery always overdoes it. How do you book this place? Good question. Oh, we have like a hot tub here too. Fantastic. Kind of the same deal. Isolating the space and then adding some steam to it. So have like the main pool over here and then just a nice hot tub here. Maybe a nice rock. Is that I think it's a mushroom. Is it the weird mushroom? Oh, I can't actually tell. I like how it's just there, just like it's a little bit of like a textural component. Kind of actually reminds me, if I'm like looking at it this way, it totally reminds me of how some of Swankery's wall art is, right? Kind of the same deal, except it's like you wouldn't normally see it that way. ESO BNB, yeah, that has this really nice feel to it. Using the bottom of this wood elf cask. I've seen a lot of wood elf furnishings throughout here. Kind of a theme. Using that upside down to make a table. Perfect. Very robust, can survive the elements out here. Ooh, lovely. Chandelier, using a bunch of desert shrubs. Amazing big table. Layering multiple furnishings together. Beautiful lighting throughout this place. More kind of wood elfy wall art. More modern feel to it again. Using more of these little turtle tables. I think Swankery added some mirrors behind there, so they kind of catch the light a little bit. They're a bit bright back there. Again, super creative. And then framing it with some of the, I think an orcish mirror. Specifically. Just really makes those textures pop so you can really appreciate those tiny little cute adorable turtles. Which otherwise you wouldn't even normally see because they're like the tiny little end tables, right? That would normally be like below your eye level. So really kind of showing an appreciation for the furnishings as well. Oh, we have more custom turtle lamps. Fantastic. Using the candles in there. Again, the light just really pulls through there. Using the end tables as more lights. So 3 different types of turtles throughout this. It's great. It's great. And we're gonna wrap up. I might have missed. Oh, there's slaughterfish right here. Oh, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die in Swankery's house? It would be an honor. No, let's get up to the top. We have a game room. Oh, how fun is this? Can I actually sit here? Oh, I can sit here. Awesome. So I can play games. It's like invite the whole gang over and play some games. It looks like we have a rule book. Getting really into this. FL Garden says, Swankery, can I get you to decorate my real home? I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, what do I like about housing in ESO, and could I actually do any of that here? Because I just have, like, boring white walls and stuff. Maybe I need to get into arts and crafts and stuff. I never really did. But I realize maybe I could make it work. I don't know. I see this a lot. Like, housing in ESO is, like, this really fantastical thing. Where you can really bring to life a lot of concepts that would actually really be difficult to pull off like in real life. Or, I guess most people's houses are just kind of boring, and they don't really want to like add a lot of weird structural components that would like make the resellability of the house weird. Anyway, so people don't really go crazy with their own personal houses, right? Maybe they need to. Maybe there's a unstated need for it where people go crazy. You know what I don't see a lot? Like people don't like retexture their walls a lot, like with like wood and stuff. I mean, maybe sometimes, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of, I guess a lot of it would just be very expensive, like compared to a couple thousand gold for a furnishing here. It'd be like tens of thousands of dollars. Anyway, maybe that's a problem, but maybe having just these amazing panels up on the wall and everything break us up. Maybe that's what people need in their lives. Anyway, money was no object. It would be awesome. See, I think that's an issue. Especially right now. I think this is the same relief statue that we saw before. Using it creatively. Yeah, okay, yeah, it seems like maybe. Yeah, we just need to hire Swankery, that's right. Oh, you even have stuff up there, just like part of to break up the room and have kind of like these points of interest along the way. Do you even add wood back there? You did. I didn't really realize that these little argonian tiles have a bit of a bump to them. So you can change the texture behind that. Okay. A little hole back there so it works. Amazing from Swankery. Yeah, so, I don't know, there's like a lot of like real life decorating inspiration going on with this too. It's not just like, this is a cool house within ESO. It's like, there's a lot like that. Just like real life decorating style that goes on to... Wait, I totally missed this whole room. How did I miss this whole room? We have another bedroom. We have kind of more, again, wood elf art up on the wall, using the back of a painting there. More modern, minimalistic type of a look. Okay, good. Yeah, Swanker is amazing. And more turtles. More a turtle mirror. Lovely. Yeah, so the interesting thing about those turtles is it's like a... I don't remember if it's a hexagon shape or an octagon shape, but that's what allows this to work, because that one face is going to pop out compared to the rest of it. And a custom tub back here. Breaking up the texture with a Cijic table. Oh, you can actually walk in here. Oh, beautiful. I wanna just like kind of live here. Stay a weekend or 10. I want to stay a weekend or 10. That'd be great. Okay, let's go ahead. But I got more houses to tour, so that wouldn't work. Have contest to run. Oh, it's a little... I'm just blowing bubbles under the water. Don't worry about it. I'll stand up if I need to breathe. Beautiful. Okay, I think that will do it. Yeah, just nice argonian leaves there. Just breaking the wall up texture-wise. They're like just at the perfect height too. Like, not too high, not too low, not too intimidating, but really changes up the texture of an otherwise blank wall. I was using some of those Markarth platforms to make the custom walls here. Or these custom, oh gosh, it's just like thing after thing after thing. Custom, like, wagon wheel chandeliers. Crazy Swankery, crazy Swankery. How... It's like every single thing here has like some creative element. And then you somehow do that all with like the item limit too. Okay, well, I think that will do it. Let's wrap up here for the VOD, and then we'll keep going. Don't want to keep you too long. Perfect. Perfect. Love Swankery style. Just like... I don't know, I get a little giddy. Okay, we'll wrap up here, and then we'll do some giveaways for Twitch chat and whatnot. Okay, good deal. Okay, so thank you everybody for inviting me to their homes this week. We started with Alitube's Ravenhurst. A beautiful retexturing on everything on that one. Bethany Catherine with the Ample Domicile. All custom. Called it a Labor of Love. And really fun with the... I think I had the guar in the aquarium, and totally nice and cozy there. We went to Lady Drifter's Stillwaters with the cabin on the frozen lake, and with the lovely hot spring there as well. And we ended with Swankery's Two Homes, Captain Margot's place, the modern Argonian home, totally creative, and Hunting's Palatial Hall here. Maybe a little bit more wood elf theme, but or just like this amazing beach resort feel. So totally crazy good and creative. And so this is kind of like a taste of what you can do with housing in ESO. So you can totally personalize it, get creative with it. Maybe think about how you might want your real house to be, or your fantastical vacation resort, or maybe you want to make a place for your character, or like a place to retire, or a place for guildies to meet up, or maybe you just want to go totally different route. These have been very pleasant homes. We had some really unpleasant homes on EU, but you can do that too. You can make a terrible Maybe the focus here tonight was maybe on the good side of stuff. Anyway, you can go the other way too. Anyway, have fun with housing, have fun with ESO, and stay spicy. Moo.